Hi there, welcome back. This is Kevin Smith with First Team Real Estate, and my guest today is Jay Rodriguez from New American Funding. Welcome.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here.
Appreciate you having me on board, Kevin.
So Jay and I were talking a little bit this last weekend. I had some new buyers that came in, happened to be millennials. They were under the age of 37, but this could go for any buyer. And these are some points that you're going to want to keep in mind when you're looking to get into the housing market. So if you're looking to buy a home, you need to plan. And so what are some of the steps, what are some of the points that you could let our audience know about that might help us plan for buying that house? You know, whether it's 6 months away, a year away, a little bit more. Like, what's the number one?
Absolutely. Well, Kevin, first off, thanks for having me. And really, I'd say the biggest point for everyone, especially home buyers, would be to actually examine where your money's going, start saving. And in that, you really have to go ahead and take a look at where is that money actually leaving your wallet, leaving your bank account, especially now we're so cashless nowadays. You don't even pay your money for whether it's your burger, whether that's actually for streaming, whatever that is going to be.
So there's really some apps out there. Exactly. I use Quicken, like there's other apps.
Quicken works, Mint works, there's a bunch of other ones, and we can include some links as well. Take a look below and you'll be able to go ahead and see that. And a lot of them, they're free. You can just take a look at it. But really, you want to examine where is your money going, and the more that you're able to actually contribute, you're not required to always put that 20% down payment, but the more that you can contribute towards your new home purchase, of course, that's going to be less financed and your payments are going to be lower. More likely you're going to qualify and you're going to be happier with that payment.
Right.
So it definitely just go more safe.
And then that being said, you know where your money's going, but some people's credit might be messed up. And I know I've done videos before where, you can buy a house as low as 580 or 620. There's different programs out there, but the higher your credit, isn't that the other point? Like you want to keep your credit as high as possible.
Absolutely. So there's definitely those programs that are allowing you to go ahead and purchase. You don't need to, again, have that 20% down, even with those lower credit score options. But absolutely, about really every 20 points in the industry across all programs usually has significant improvements in loan options. And that can be thousands upon thousands of dollars when you talk about compound interest. So definitely pays to go ahead and make sure your credit's in order. In fact, people ask me, when's the best time to start talking to a realtor, start talking to a lender, start talking to a credit specialist? Really, the sooner the better, because you really don't know what's on your credit. And I know that we were just talking about how you have Credit Karma, I have my FICO. I think my two of my credit unions and my bank actually send me my credit scores. But what people don't realize is that actually the credit report that you get, there's so many different models, there's so many different score versions. We're actually in mortgage, we're actually stuck back in 2009. They have not updated that model. They keep on trying to do it, but it literally is going to take an act of Congress to actually change and update us now to the new model. So we're still back on an old model, and one of the highlight points of it is if you ever have had medical collections or any other type of collections, those are viewed completely different on a report that's pulled from Credit Karma or a more recent consumer report versus being a mortgage report. So that goes back to what I was saying earlier. The sooner the better to go ahead and get it taken a look at, because even though you might see, oh, I'm in the 700s or I'm a high 680, you might be 500 or low 600 because they look at those differently in those negative items. So the sooner you can address it, find out if it's there, you can actually get it to come off. If you can verify that it's not you pretty darn quickly with a loan officer like myself, to be able to go ahead and take that off with what's called a rapid update, to get that off immediately with verifiable information. But if you can't do that, credit repair, it can take months of time to audit these bureaus.
Okay, sounds good. All right, and then a lot of people are looking to find a home. So what are some of the steps into maybe finding a home? Right?
The first thing I would say, go ahead and get an agent, right? You want to work with somebody that you trust, somebody that you like, and that you're able to go ahead and know that is an expert in the market.
Yeah.
And really, you want to find your neighborhood too, because you want to nail that down and not just have bogged down with a list of the entire county.
Right, so I could do a search for you, send you things that you're specifically in your criteria looking for. Right?
Exactly.
And then the agent, if you're not really serious about buying something really in the short term, but you want to get out there,
pound the pavement.
Open houses, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Open houses, they're free. You might even get a bottled water or a wonderful little snack as you go in, and you can find out the neighborhood, see what's there, and see if you can imagine yourself driving into the driveway.
Yeah. Just remember though, if you are working with an agent, to let the open house agents that they're manning those homes, just let them know you've already got an agent. So they're not thinking that they're going to be using you as a client, or you using them as an agent. So just keep that in mind. And then I don't know, one of the final ones I think is like, absolutely you have to find a lender, right? So New American Funding is licensed in all 48 states. and you are licensed in 19 states.
Absolutely.
So, Southern California, if you guys are looking for a lender, Jay Rodriguez is the guy. Give us a call if you need any other help for lending or any kind of agent information. Feel free to reach out to us. The information is below. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us by email, text, or phone. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button because we'd love to have you follow and get notified when all the videos come out. So thanks again for being here. We look forward to seeing you guys next time. Take care.
Thanks so much.